my list to give to the chief clerk. I will do that after the meeting.
I forgot the treasure.
Oh, we have a treasurer's report.
Skip one there.
I did skip number 4. Okay, Madam Treasurer, what do you got? That's in case anybody missed it the first time.
Wonder how we can get that off.
You gotta shut down.
Okay, I think we're good.
I think it's good.
Nope.
Um,
Oh, we should get my ass, gotta get that shut off. Yeah.
cool. Just.
Fuck's awful.
Bear with. Okay, I think we're good. Now, Diane, you want to go through the treasurer report?
Okay. The following bills are to be paid this period. Accounts payable for the total of $1,127,467.93. Payroll was divided into 2 sections because of the long period. First payroll was $507,542.29. Second payroll for the period is $402,052.23. 911 account had 4 checks and 7 EFTs totaling $5,672.85. LEPC had 1 check for $1,860. Liquid fuels, 2 checks, for $17,877 even. Liquid Fuels Act 89, 1 check and 1 EFT totaling $7,685.07. And finally, CDBG account had 2 checks totaling $10,435 and no cents.
Okay, any questions for Diane? And if not, is there a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, a motion carries. You can continue.
Starts 12/17/2025 and spans through and including 1/6/2026. General account starting balance was $3,123,342.41. Total debits for the period $3,209,330.60. Rounding out the period with an ending balance of $3,073,693.03. And our reserve account stands at $7,351,932.08.
Okay, thank you. Is there any questions for Diane?
Motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you. I'll confess again. I don't have my list. Commissioner Wise?
I actually gave my list to the chief clerk. She has all my meeting info.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Coda?
I also provided my list, and I also like to welcome Drake Goss and Alessa Norris from MCTV here today. Thank you for filming.
Okay, thank you. Now we're on the comment. We do have, I believe, Mr. Foltz. Mr. Foltz, if you want to come up to the front? Thank you. Proceed.
Really enough time to get into it. Well, I got some papers here for the board member, and I got some to drop off at the housing office. So I can, they knew my condition before I was supposed to move. So they did. They had all the paperwork, everything. And, picked me up and moved me like they did, make me move like they did. I go through the hardest days of the summer without being able to get a bath, have to wash out the sink. You're not truly getting clean. That's as much as I got to say on the matter. Like I say 3 minutes and no time.
Okay, well, we have your written information here and I'll just, give that to Commissioner Weiss, who,
If it does any good, but.
okay.
you all
Thank
have a
you.
good day now.
Thank you.
Okay, any more public comment? All right, if not, we'll move down to new business, and our first item is Mr. Hagenberg from the Penn State Extension. Jeff, come up here. Oh, please.
Morning.
Take your time today. Thank you very much. I'm Jeff Hackenberg, Client Relationship Manager for Penn State Extension. And I have two people with me here who wanted to introduce. We have Allison Yokel, who is our new Master Gardener Coordinator. So I wanted to bring her by as she's recently taken over that role at Extension. And also Sonia Nace, who is a food, families and communities educator for Extension. She's not new to her position. However, she's recently had Mifflin County added to her area where she can do programs. So I wanted to bring them by, and if you don't mind, let them speak a little bit about their program and what they offer to people.
Sure, thank you.
I do have a handout. Can I just bring that up to the
Yep.
table? Yes.
So can you say your name again so that the newspaper watches on? Thank.
So as Jeff mentioned, I work for the Universal Gardener Program, coordinator for Burlington, Mifflin, and Juniata County. We are volunteers who support Penn State Extension's education programming and boosting of horticulture. We currently have 25 volunteers. 16 of those people reside in Mifflin County. We recently recognized several of our volunteers for years of service. We have one volunteer who was recognized for 20 years of service. One that was recognized for 15 years of service, one recognized for 10 years, and 4 that were recognized for 5 years. So the volunteers within our program are very committed to what they do. One of the things that you may have seen but didn't know we were responsible for is the demonstration garden that's at the Mifflin County Library. We maintain that space, take care of the plants, make sure that they get watered over the summer. We also do programming that you see on the slides there. We recently had 2 of our volunteers go to the 3rd grade farm tour, which is in conjunction with the Farm Bureau. They sat at the table and talked about incredible plants with the students. And pretty soon we will be going into all of the 1st grade classrooms, both public and private in Mifflin County. So we will be doing poison prevention programming, which is the Mr. Yuck stickers. I don't know if you remember those. Talking to kids about how to stay away from poisonous or otherwise materials. Beyond that, we have some winter sowing programming that is coming up soon. We're doing both a program in Mifflin and Juniata County. Winter sowing is a method of starting seeds for native plants, which we think is something that's very important for people to have in their home landscapes. So we are going to teach people how to do that. They can bring some recycled jugs to the event and we will provide the seeds and the dirt, and hopefully they will take home some seeds that they can later add to their home landscape.
How many people would you estimate would attend that workshop?
At this point, we capped it at 10 just because it is one of those things where you have to spread out. At this point, last I checked, we had 3 registered for Mifflin County and 4 registered for Juniata County. We are trying to advertise those programs the best that we can. We put notices in the newspaper. We have a Facebook page, but we did have to start over with our Facebook page, so we only have about 60 followers right now. But I did just have a local business reach out to me and ask if they could share the information on their page. So we are getting the word out. People have a few more weeks to register if they are interested in that.
Maybe you said it, but where would the workshop be?
So the Mifflin County one is the extension office in Lewistown on Market Street inside one of our classrooms. And then the one we're doing in Juniata County is at the Juniata County Library. And we did want to offer two, just because we know that people can have scheduling conflicts, and the two counties are close enough that, you know, if you reside in Mifflin, you can still come to the Juniata County one and vice versa.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for having us today. Appreciate it very much. My name is Sonia Days. Like Jeff said, I'm with the Food, Families and Community Unit in our extension program here. I've been with Extension since 2019, but recently just got into my home area, so yay for that. So having Mifflin County join my region is just gonna be wonderful. So I do have some things for everyone, if you wouldn't mind. Card is here. You'll see that my card says my home office is in Dauphin County, but I have a large region to cover. And like I said, I'm happy to be in my home area now, so. Some of the things that I do is I bring programming that would really be impactful to families, communities, things like mental health first aid, suicide prevention, financial literacy, healthy aging and Alzheimer's awareness, anything that kind of involves the family over the course of the family lifetime. So if you find that there are programming or needs in the communities here, let me know. I'm sure we can find programs that would be helpful to make sure people are getting the information that they need so they can make better decisions for their lives. I also am going to be starting the ServSafe program here again. It'll be towards the fall. That'll be for getting certifications for our restaurants and our local producers and food growers.
So do you work now with some other agencies? I'm looking at your Helping Families.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a great, that little wrap card there gives a really good synopsis of the things that I could bring to the county. So there are lots of agencies. I've done bits and pieces here in Mifflin so far, but I'm really hoping to ramp up what we're able to do and provide to the community and our neighbors.
I could see the potential here for some partnerships.
Absolutely. I'm excited for that. It's great to be able to bring these things to my neighbors, basically. So,
Okay, thank you, Sonia.
very much.
Thank you very much. We're very well supported here in Mifflin County with people, with our volunteers, master gardeners, our extension council, and then our 4-H volunteers. And we appreciate the great support that we get from the county government too. So thank you very much.
Welcome. Anything else for the extension? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You could stay for the rest of our meeting if you like, or could go. It's up to you. Okay, next is the request for exoneration of per capita taxes in Wayne Township. Tax collector has 4. A motion to exonerate these 4 people from the per capita taxes.
So,
All those in favor say aye.
aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. We have a request for exoneration of real estate tax bills and relieve the tax collector from collecting these bills. I'll take these separately. There's a parcel in Derry Township. The mobile home was destroyed by fire, and request is to remove it from the tax rolls. Their motion. Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. It's a parcel in Lewistown Borough that's exempt by the Department of Veteran Affairs for property taxes. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I will second. Commissioner Weiss will abstain.
I'm going to abstain from the second one.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, and 1 abstention. We have a parcel in Lewistown Borough, same situation. Department of Veteran Affairs has approved the tax exempt status from property taxes. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion is approved. Okay, change order for tax services CAMA project, and Chief Assessor Mary Branton will explain this to us.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mission Government Solutions, our current CAMA vendor, is requesting an extension to go live implementation date of our new CAMA program. We were having some issues, replicating the formulas and the existing data. You have to be sure that everything matches those formulas moving forward before we can implement uses. There's no impact on the project cost.
And Mary, it looks like, do I read this right? It's just a 2-week extension?
2 weeks extended on the project management. So once we go live, actually, then we have enough lessons. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, seems pretty easy. Is
Yes.
that it?
Yep, that's it.
Any questions for Mary? Okay, I take a motion to approve the change order number 1 for the camera project.
So,
All in favor, say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you, Mary. Motion passes. We have an offer for a parcel in Granville Township that is currently on the repository for unsold properties. The offer is $200. This is a small parcel along Middle Road in Granville Township. A motion to accept or reject the bid or the offer of $200 for the parcel.
Motion to accept.
Second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. That parcel is sold for $200. We need to appoint J-Way Architectural, who is the architect for the county, but we need to appoint J-Way as the architect for the LSA grants. This is a condition of the grant application. There is no contract yet, but we need to appoint him to be our architect for this Civic Corridor Initiative project we have applied for. So again, it's a condition of the grant. There a motion?
Motion.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, J-Way is appointed. We have construction contracts for phase 2 of the Mifflin County Library. There are 3, and Mr. Griffith will explain these to us and give us the status of the project.
It's good to see Jeff here today because this impacts him. So this is phase 2 of the library project. Will be addition to the library, which will be the community learning center. And this will impact Mr. Hackenberg and Penn State Extension and the 4-H programs. So we're asking that you consider awarding the bids for the general construction, which is Mid-State Construction, which was low bid of $1,670,590. The mechanical construction, which was Allied Mechanical and Electrical, which was $365,000, and that would have been the base bid plus already one, which would have been the plumbing and the fire suppression system. We did have a separate plumbing contract, but they actually were a low bid on both, so we just combined the contract to be easier for the paper. And contract number 3, which would be electrical contract, and that will be for Robert P. Lepley, electrical contractor, $220,335. That's base bid. We have received all the bid bonds and currently set for one set of paperwork from Lepley's, which we're assured will be due us on Monday. We're asking you to accept these bids, and we do have a pre-construction meeting set up for this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Bids are accepted.
Okay.
When are they expecting to get underway?
Yes, again, it's this funding source is expires at the end of 2026, with no exceptions, so we have to be ready to move back.
And the funding source was planned to cover the total cost of the project. The county may need to, and probably will need to supplement the initial grant. But I believe, I haven't done the math, Milani, but probably the grant is 90%.
About the 90%.
Okay. I know you want to get started ASAP. There's again a pre-construction meeting this afternoon to get started. So, anything else, Milani?
All right,
Yeah.
motion to approve those contracts.
My second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're off and running on phase 2. Next, we have PEMA statewide interconnectivity funding grant agreement for $26,641. Mr. Lucas, what is this?
This is the 911 grant, funded by the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency to supplement our GIS services. And, we can use that for hardware, contracted services for work, that kind of thing. And also to reimburse the 911 center for connectivity costs, to receive 911 calls.
Okay, it's 100% grant. I don't think there's any match to this.
And this is in addition to the $1.2 million we get for operating capital.
Anything else for Bill?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Phil. You can continue with the next item, which is an agreement with Pima.
Yeah, this is an addendum to, it's actually an addendum to an application for contracted hazmat team, which is equal, towing and hazmat, out of Milesburg. They provide hazardous materials response for the county under Act 165. And it's basically just reporting that we acknowledge that they are our contractors for their application. We already have a separate contract with them to provide services.
Okay, and Pima do they have any kind of a response, or it says with Pima, county agreement with Pima, so they're okay with this?
Yeah, the agreement is, as I said, it's the addendum. It's really poorly worded because they're boiler thing, but it's the agreement for them for their application from a hazmat team. Pima doesn't have anything in it except for inspecting them and signing them off.
Okay,
Phil, could you comment? From time to time, we get questions regarding response, why we have someone from Milesburg for this. This is special certification.
Yeah, they're actually our closest certified under Act 165 hazmat response team. And there's a difference between an emergency response team and a contractor who's just doing cleanup. The vast majority of the people who question that are those who do cleanup associated with an accident or something like that, but they're not certified to do the emergency response and identification and mitigation if needed. And that's where the big difference comes in is there are reporting requirements, generally a spill over 55 gallons or release of over 10,000 pounds become reportable to DEP and to EPA. And that's where the difference comes in, is when we have a spill greater than 55 gallons, typically in our area, it has to be assessed either by the county, which is myself or someone from our office. But then if there's cleanup activities, we can have firefighters who are certified for defensive procedures, do containment, but then the actual cleanup has to be a certified hazmat team to do the assessment. And again, they can contract the cleanup out. And that's where we really draw the line, is it's more for assessment and emergency identification. Cleanup can be handled by almost anybody, appropriate training and certification.
okay, I understand. Questions for any more?
Motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Thank you, Phil. J, we have a public defender legal services agreement with Morgan Dubs Esquire to provide criminal defense services for the year 2026. The sum will be $35,000 paid bi-weekly. A motion to approve the agreement with Morgan Dubs, attorney for criminal defense services.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. We have purchased a service agreement with Jerry Wagner, attorney in the law offices of Knepp and Snook, as the prison board solicitor for the period January 1st through December 31st, 2026. The rate is $125 per hour. I believe that's the same rate that we had for the past prison boards. There a motion to approve the purchase of service agreement?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that motion carries. The appointment of Commissioner Postal, Codish, and Wise to the Central County's Youth Detention Center. A little bit of background of Mifflin County, together with Clearfield Center, Huntington, and Clinton, are part owners of the Central County's Youth Detention Center. They work closely with our probation office. Any questions on this appointment? By the way, all commissioners in all counties get appointed to the board. There a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. We have a agreement with Central County Youth Centers at the rate of $667 per day plus $68,354 additional. This is related to the budget. All counties pay the $68,354 as owners, and the $667 is based on usage. Again, they work closely with our probation office. Any questions on that agreement? It's an annual agreement, by the way. Happens every year.
Motion to approve. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. We have the appointment of Russ Rager to the Mifflin County Industrial Development Authority. This is a reappointment. He'll serve a 4-year term. There a motion to reappoint Mr. Rager to the Mifflin County IDA.
So moved. Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Rager is appointed. We have the reappointment of Michaela Mills to the Mifflin County Housing Authority. This will be a 5-year term. Are there any questions or related to this reappointment of Ms. Mills? Not, is there a motion to approve?
Motion. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Ms. Mills is appointed for another 5-year term. You're in the audience. You don't need to say anything. Okay, great. We have the reappointment of Michael Amen, Raymond Snyder, William Howitt, and Jay Spicker. I think it's Spiker to the Ag Land Preservation Board for 3-year terms. Their motion to reappoint these gentlemen.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Reappointments are approved. Yearly, we appoint the chairman to the Land Preservation Board. Recommended that William Howard be appointed as chairman. Any questions? Not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion carries. Now, purchase service agreement with BMZ Law in Lewistown for the county solicitor for a period through 2026. Monthly rate is $3,125. Questions? Motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have a 1-year agreement with a cybersecurity company called KnowBe4 for security awareness training. Its amount for 1 year is $4,543. It comes with a recommendation from our MIS department. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion approved. Geyer Brothers Payment Application Number 2 of the competitive CDBG. This is related to the Juniata Terrace Water Main, and Carol Kearney, hi, from Cedar Cog, is going to explain this to us. Good morning, Carol.
CEDACOG, so this is the second application in an application for Geyer Brothers. The Geyer Brothers is the prime contractor for the Juniata Terrace Water Main Replacement Project, which is funded by competitive CDBG for So the project is moving forward really well. This is a little less than half of what we expect to pay Geyer Brothers. Since this application, they've completed the pipe connection and recently the pressure testing. So all is going well. The payment application was approved by the County Municipal Authority and by the past thing.
Carol, remind us of the calendar for this project. Like, when would they be finished?
2022 sounds like a long time ago, but the expend date for this contract is the end of August of this year. So we are well on track to finish in the spring. No concerns about that. One of the things that would take the longest is the weather to warm up so that the asphalt plant reopens and they can do restoration of Mount House Road.
Okay, so we're looking at late summer, early fall for the completion of the project.
Yeah, it's late spring or summer. If all goes well.
Okay. Any more questions? The motion to approve payment application number 2.
So moved. Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carried. Continue with the CDBG revision on behalf of Granville Township.
This is CDBG entitlement fiscal year 22. The request is for the county commissioners to approve a revision on behalf of Granville Township. What we are planning to do is move the balance of the budget line for the Hawstone sewer private lateral connection back to where it originally came from, which is single family owner occupied housing rehabilitation. So it's the amount that the balance that would remain from the Hawstone Road project, which was completed last August, is $23,680.69. That is not much for housing rehab. We are combining that with, or we hope to combine that with fiscal year 23 funds and get going on that as soon as we can this spring.
So the reason is that the Hawstone project came in slightly under what was budgeted.
Yes, yes. On this line, yeah, this was for the Hawstone project, both the water and sewer extension efforts were divided into the public main extensions and then the new private laterals. So it's like private laterals for water, private laterals for sewer. So this is what's left from the private sewer laterals. And it originally was budgeted for single family owner occupied housing rehab, but then it was revised to provide the funds for the Hawstone project. And now we're sending it.
So do you know if the residents of Hawstone are pleased with their new service?
I think it depends on the individual residents. Some were always interested in connecting and some were less interested, but the project's complete. What we set out to do is done.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a great answer, but it's an honest one.
Any questions for Carol?
About how many were affected by it?
There were 38 addresses, and then there were 18 of those addresses that were qualified through income intakes in the fall of 24.
Okay, anything else? Now we need a motion to approve the revision on behalf of Granville Township. I assume they're fine with it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, is there a motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you, Carol. We have the inmate housing agreement with Huntington County for the period January 1 through December 31, 2026. This is an annual agreement with Huntington County. Huntington County occasionally uses our correctional facility for their inmates, and we charge them $70 a day. Is there a motion to approve the agreement with Huntington County?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that motion carried. We have some personnel items to go through. We have the resignation of Shania Shingler from Tax Services Clerk. We have the promotion of Holly Bonson to Second Deputy Prothonotary, from Second Deputy to First Deputy. We have the hiring of Amy Jo Kinsel for part-time clerk in the Coroner's Office the hiring of Hannah Rowland for children and youth caseworker, the resignation of Hunter Johns from children and youth caseworker, with the transfer of Sue Zimmerman from children and youth fiscal clerk to tax services. She'll also do services in the voter election office and also the veterans office. And we have the retirement of Chris Cahagan from the deputy thonotary effective January 30th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there a motion to approve these 7 personnel items?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion approved. Passes. No other business comes before the board. We are adjourned. Sign up for that, seed stuff that you were talking about.
Oh, sure.
Stuff. The master garden.
Okay. Well, she said a key word. She said, you're gonna go away with free seed.
And we, listen, we
That was caught.